Hey collectors, Anthony from Hasbro here today, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Age of the Primes with the 13th Solus Prime. And my first opinion is she suffers from being a female robot transformer person. And when I convert this, you're going to know exactly why. Just a short list, just thin contact points, weak joints. She's not a bad figure. It's just discouraging. Anyway, before we take a look at her, let's take a look at the box. It came with, of course, the instructions and the don't hurt yourself paper, so remember, don't hurt yourself. And, of course, here's the box. So this is the new design, and there's plastic now, so nobody can steal heads. A real big problem in certain stores. Yeah, here's her in her bot mode. Here's a conversion. She does come with the hammer, as you see, attached. You got to slide it into her hand. She doesn't have opening hands. She's a deluxe figure. Don't expect miracles. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. So we bring her forward, and she looks pretty good. I mean, honestly, I couldn't imagine a better looking one. It kind of reminds me of the one from the War for Cybertron series. But yeah, they just had to put on a conversion for her because she didn't have one. But I think it's the best of both worlds. So it does a pretty good job of mimicking that. So as you see, her hammer is slid through her closed hand, and then of course the hammer comes in 3 parts in that little paper, so you have to remember to put that together. And so I'm going to take the hammer off her, and just a simple connection port, nothing too fancy, little smaller port up top here. And then if you push this little notch here, you get a 5mm port, which is useful in vehicle mode. So now, so I mentioned kind of like thin parts. So these pylons, padrons, whatever they call them, these little tabs have a habit of falling out, and they're not difficult to put back because you just straighten them out. But it is, it's bothersome. It's annoying. And sometimes I just like a conversion to seem natural. This one kind of had me going, okay, well, I think I'm going to need to look at instructions. Anyway, fold the hands in, which was an obvious given. And then you keep these panels out because they're part of the side panel in the vehicle mode. Next up, you pull the back like this, and you pull out this piece and fold her head in. As you see, goes in rather nicely. And just I'm going to keep it loose here. So the instructions were a little confusing, and I didn't understand what they was asking me to do, but essentially you got to fold the tires out like this, and then you have to bend the toes back, and I didn't understand that. If you go too far, you end up ripping the joint off, and then you have to put it back on. It's fine, you know, I did it once, it went back fine, but then once you put it out like this, you put it right here. For some reason, I thought there was a joint here, but there isn't. It's just the way the piece is put together to give it ankle tilt. Although I cannot seem to, I think it's clipped in. But, well, once the feet are back, I guess it isn't going to work. So yeah, don't force it. So the kicker is, once you get it done like this, you just flip the front piece here over. And it does this. And then you flip the whole waist, which does this. And now that we're working on this, we have to fold up the legs. Now, my problem is, you do it like this, and this part, and it's already going to start to happen, her feet come off real easy. It's again part of the, she's a female, so they made her like thin, and I don't know if they click back into place, but they don't seem to go back in fully. It's something to play with later, but just keep in mind that it might happen to you. So you got to fold her knees and then her lower legs, and get them to, first off, not fall off again like this one is about to. But there's a little clip and peg like situation here where if you do it right, they should attach. But you need to be perfectly aligned because you need this to fit into that groove there. And honestly, I don't expect to do it. I didn't do it the last time. But I'm trying to keep the tire out of the way so we can see it. But because I think the weakness of the other joint, it's less likely to happen. We'll take that as the win. and do the same thing on the other side here. And just make sure we lined up properly. So this one actually goes in a lot better, but there we go. And then we can attach the legs together like this, and we basically got the back end of it done. Just make sure this is still loose a little bit. So we get to the shoulders, and you're going to want to tweak the arms, straighten them out, and they're going to end up like this. But what we need to do is activate the rainbow, the shoulder joint here, and pull it forward, and it clicks twice. There's a nice little ratchet there. Turn these like this, because they're going to attach to the side here once we get this all done. And then on the pylons, padrons, whatever they're called, there is this piece here you got to roll kind of outwards, and it snaps into place. But paldrons? I think it's paldrons is the word I'm looking for. Anyway, like this. And you're like, okay, it kind of makes sense. They have to go over this. Well, it didn't make sense to me. The instructions suck. Okay, so then you can snap this down, and you can see there is, maybe you can see this. It's like a cutout right here. That is going to match the front end of the wheel here, or the hub. But if you match it up and it'll click into place. Let's see. Oh, so here is the problem I was having with this before. This is the same one. It always comes apart. You see it came apart, and there's a hole here, and you basically just line it up, and it'll go right back into place real easy. But it's a matter of getting this to snap into place like this, and once it does, it's in there, and which is worrisome when you're trying to convert it back out. But you know, a problem for future me, or future you if you get this figure. So trying to get the tab in. Here we go. And as you see, the panel kind of fills out the side here. So the final piece is there's this tab here on both sides, and they connect to the, like there's a tab right here. It's super small, but it slides into there and then allows you to, like here it is, and then latch this to here. This side perfectly fine, latches just brilliantly. This side, because I think I got a bum arm all together on this side. Make sure the waist is properly lined, by the way. It just will not latch in, and this panel has a habit of coming off, as you see. So I try not to force it, but it is the best I'm going to get on that one. It's just, it isn't going to stay in place. Now, if everything is aligned properly, wheels move, they're pinned, they're very nice. And then, of course, you can attach this. And these, I'm just not quite 100% sure how they're supposed to rest here, but this is the way, you know, it's supposed to, I guess. But, I mean, it's a neat enough conversion, I guess. I mean, it's, what, a Cybertronian truck of some type? So, I mean, yeah. Obviously, it's not going to look like anything we expect it to look like, because, you know, we have our G1 version, and this, of course, is a custom version for the purpose of this Prime series. I've never been to Earth yet, so, yeah, obviously don't know what our stuff looks like. Can't really base it on that. But, yeah, if done correctly, and you can roll it out for wheels, you know you've got it where you need it to go. And, I mean, otherwise, she's perfectly fine. But just the joint problems, the connecting bits, it's just, oh, that aggravates me so much.
With that said, tell me in the comments your thoughts on this video. Did you like what you saw, and how was your experience with it? If you would like to see more, check out the on-screen recommendation. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel to keep up to date with our latest content. Thanks for watching.